Pope Leo XIV's recent election has sparked both hope and concern among LGBTQ+ Catholics. Before becoming Pope, he was known as Father Robert Prevost. In 2012, Father Prevost made critical remarks about LGBTQ+ issues. He condemned the homosexual lifestyle and same-sex marriage. He argued that these went against the teachings of the gospel. Father Prevost also criticized how the media portrayed same-sex couples and families. He used clips from popular sitcoms like Modern Family to make his point. He claimed these portrayals distorted the truth about family and morality. These remarks were part of a larger address to the World Synod of Bishops. He also shared these views in a video produced by Catholic News Service. In both instances, Father Prevost called for a new evangelization. He believed this was necessary to counter what he saw as misleading messages from the media. He felt these messages were harming religious and ethical values. These past comments have understandably raised concerns among LGBTQ+ Catholics. Many worry about what they might mean for the future of their place in the Church. However, it's important to remember that these remarks were made over a decade ago. They were also made during a different papacy under Pope Benedict XVI. The papacy of Pope Francis from 2013 to 2025 marked a significant shift in the Church's approach to LGBTQ+ issues. Pope Francis championed a message of mercy, compassion, and inclusion. His approach offered a stark contrast to the more critical tone of his predecessor. One of Pope Francis's most famous statements came in 2013. When asked about gay priests, he responded, "Who am I to judge?" This simple question challenged centuries of judgment and condemnation within the Church. It signaled a willingness to see LGBTQ+ individuals as children of God deserving of love and respect. Pope Francis continued to break down barriers throughout his papacy. In 2020, he expressed support for civil union laws for same-sex couples. He recognized their right to legal protection and recognition as families. 3 years later, in 2023, he made another groundbreaking decision. He allowed priests to bless same-sex couples, further affirming their relationships within the Church. Beyond these public pronouncements, Pope Francis engaged in personal acts of inclusion. He regularly met with transgender Catholics, offering them a space of acceptance and understanding. His actions spoke volumes, demonstrating a genuine desire to build bridges and foster dialogue. The election of Pope Leo XIV has sparked a mix of emotions among LGBTQ+ Catholics and their allies. While his past remarks have raised concerns, many are cautiously optimistic about the future. They point to the transformative papacy of Pope Francis as a sign of progress. Francis de Bernardo, executive director of New Ways Ministry, acknowledged the concerns surrounding Pope Leo XIV's past statements. However, he urged the new pope to embrace the inclusive spirit of his predecessor. De Bernardo emphasized the need for ongoing education and dialogue with LGBTQ+ Catholics. Marianne Duddy-Burke, executive director of Dignity USA, echoed this sentiment. She expressed hope that Pope Leo XIV's views have evolved over time. Duddy-Burke stressed the importance of the Church being a welcoming and affirming place for all, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity. Father James Martin, a Jesuit priest and prominent advocate for LGBTQ+ Catholics, offered a message of hope. He described Pope Leo XIV as down-to-earth, kind, modest, and a great choice. Father Martin's optimism stems from his belief in the possibility of transformation and growth. The Catholic Church stands at a crossroads in its relationship with LGBTQ+ individuals. The legacy of Pope Francis's papacy, marked by inclusion and compassion, offers a potential path forward. However, the past remarks of Pope Leo XIV serve as a reminder of the work that still needs to be done. The path forward requires open and honest dialogue between the Church hierarchy and LGBTQ+ Catholics. It demands a willingness to listen, learn, and understand the lived experiences of LGBTQ+ individuals. It necessitates a rejection of judgment and condemnation in favor of love and acceptance. The journey toward full inclusion will undoubtedly be challenging. There will be disagreements and setbacks along the way. However, the potential for healing, reconciliation, and a more just and compassionate Church makes this journey essential. The hope remains that Pope Leo XIV will embrace the spirit of his predecessor and continue the progress made toward LGBTQ+ inclusion. The eyes of the world are watching, eager to see if the Catholic Church can truly become a home for all.